Hi, I'm Mike from 3 Big Friends. This is update 20 of the LEGO Haunted Fairground series. What we're going to talk about today is two things. We're going to talk about this guy, who is Strongman, with his testy strength machine, and we're going to talk about the Wall of Death, which is our big project at the moment. Okay, let's start off with our Strongman. He is a tattooed, hairy, out of shape kind of guy. Old school, oldish Strongman, and his test of strength is just a basic up and down smash with a mallet idea. What I've tried to do is keep the colours to a less fairgroundy scheme, if that makes sense, less red, yellow and blue, and more gold and the olive green and the grey and the brown. And I put a bit of wood panelling on it to make it look old, and really just tried to make it look like a vintage Strongman testy strength machine. Really pleased with how it came out. It's going to go up against one of the buildings in the new section that we're building. Really pleased with the tattooed arms. They came from Firestar Toys. Really pleased with them. That's exactly the look I was looking for. And the eye patch and the gruesome look on his face fits in with the rest of our haunted theme. Okay, so the second thing we're looking at is the Wall of Death. Really pleased with how it's coming on. I know you've only had one update on it, but actually I've been putting pictures up on Instagram and I've been working a lot on it. So what we've got now is the structure is built, the external skin and internal skin is built with the wood panelling on it. First, let's take you back. Let's show a parcel I'm opening which has got a lot of critical pieces in it, so let's go and look at that video footage. Okay, so this has come from Germany. This was a bricklink order for a specific piece, a bit of pipe that I need in major quantity, and there it is. Oh, hello. Jelly sweets. Empty bricks with the company I work for. Yeah, so there's the pipes. There's a whole load of them. They're going to go around the outside and make that red trim. While I was there, because they were charging me €8 for shipping, I thought I'd fill up the box to the weight, so I got some blue and some dark blue plates, some tiles, with some clips. So that is all going to be used for making the diagonal supports. And there's some dark red plates as well, which are going to mix with the red. I'm going to mix that with the red I've got and make the rest of the structure that isn't pipe. And then there's some tiles which are going to fill in the gaps around the clips. And I got the clips in a previous brickling order. There's 320 clips there, so there's 320 hopefully in there to match them. So that's that. And also just wanted to quickly point out some stairs. Got some brown stairs. So obviously to get up to the viewing area of this Wall of Death you need stairs. I've got, actually, because I've been doing a LEGO sort recently, I've found loads of them, but when I did the order for this I didn't have them. So yeah, so there's basically in here, in the previous order, loads of blue tiles and plates, effectively, and the red as well, dark red. So I'm hoping it's going to end up being mainly light red with a bit of dark red in it, but obviously I like the dark red. I've used it a lot in the past in the Fairground, so I will be using it to give it depth and effect. And there's some sand blue, and that's really it. A couple more grey plates which I needed. So that's the two brickling orders that I've had through this week. Okay, so after that what I did is I went and made all the external panels. I had some stickers printed up from an eBay seller which are laminated, really good quality stickers. As you can see, there are a repetition of a 6x8 sticker which I have to slice to make 6 or sometimes 7 1x8s. It took a while, but in the end, actually, because I was doing it by hand, it gave me much more than the 6 varieties that I was expecting to use. What this meant was I could cut a little slither off and I could create a whole new set of 5 or 6 slightly thinner ones to keep variety going through. And obviously they're scaled to 1x8. I've cut them down to 1x2s and 1x4s and 1x6s to fit the panelling and the structure that I was building. So the curve wall, this is how I've created the curve wall. I know you've seen in a previous update the curving that I did using the pipe and the 1x2 technique brick, but actually what I did is I took that all apart and made them in sections so I could clad them on the table easily without having to reach in and awkwardly fiddle with things, because those technique bricks move around a little bit because they're on a pipe, so they can swivel on that pipe. So I did it by hand like that, and then I would put the whole section in and clip it to the previous section, and it would work brilliantly. And the important thing with this is, once you've finished it, is to get a good bend on it, make sure it's nicely bent, so that there was an even distribution of plates all the way around, so there isn't big gaps, but also so that it bends around the curve nicely. And there you can see the first side. I did it in 4 sections so that I could create a perfect circle. I used a 2x16 plate to hold that structure together to make a perfect circle between these 4 sections. Okay, so that's my 2 sections in. They're the 2 larger sections. In between those 2 sections we're going to put another 2, one at each side, which will match up and will make a perfect circle. And this is it. This is the perfect internal circle. As you can see, just for a little bit of detail, I put a 1 tile on there. For no reason, I might take it out. But also you can see the beautiful curve that it makes, and the fact that it's a couple of studs high, so that the people who will be standing on that barrier around the top will only have to overhang over a very small tile width as opposed to a proper brick width. So what I've got here is, from the parcel, I've got all these red pipes, individually clipping them in to make the crossbars to fill in a bit of detail. It's time consuming, but actually the effect I think is awesome. So now what we need to do is fill out the whole of the outside. As you can see, it's got blue structure as well, the supports, which I think add another dimension to it. What I've used is a dark blue and a light blue and a sand blue and stuff to try and mix it up to make it look like the paint's peeling a bit. I think that works. That's my kind of style that I'm using in the Fairground. Now let's have a look at what it looks like now. Okay, as you can see, I've added some stairs in with a bit of detail on them. Really nice technique I've come up with to make the rails on the stairway. Really pleased with that. Also using the dark red for the stairs as opposed to a brown or a similar colour that will be used on ground cover, I think makes a difference. The black area in the front that's been marked out will be a display area. It'll be basically the back of a lorry that will be opened up with a little display for the Wall of Death with other bikes in it and stuff. That tends to be what these sort of venues have out front. Okay, that's it. I really hope you liked the progress. Next episode, we're going to talk about the actual mechanics of making the bike go round, and we're going to fill it with flames, and we're going to fill it with ground cover, with mud and with grass and all that kind of stuff, and hopefully bring it to life. And the other big thing is this little porta cabin structure out front, which I'm going to design, and I will have to get quite a few stickers made, I think, for that. So I hope you will join us next time. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe to this YouTube channel. And thank you very much for watching. Please do leave comments below if you want to know more about something. Thanks. Bye.